As Donald Trump campaigned to be the president of the United States in 2015, many industries and persons supported him. Among them were Bob Murray, CEO of Murray Energy. Bob's concern and solution was quite simple. As the owner of the largest privately held coal company in the United States, he was facing significant headwinds due to the preference of clean energy and Barack Obama's support of the nation to move in that direction. Bob's solution was simple: get Donald Trump elected.
HJ Resolution 38, and that will eliminate another terrible job-killing rule, saving many thousands of American jobs, especially in the mines. In eliminating this rule, I am continuing to keep my promise to the American people to get rid of wasteful regulations that do nothing, absolutely nothing, but slow down the economy, hamstring companies, push jobs to other countries.
For Bob Murray, the dinner that he hosted to raise money for Donald Trump's campaign, along with the nearly $250,000 that Murray Political Action Committee donated to Trump, as well as the $10,000 that Bob Murray himself personally gave to Trump from his own wallet, was money well spent. For his efforts and for the money that he shelled out, Bob Murray handed the Trump administration a 3.5-page wish list to turn the tide on clean and renewable energy back toward coal. By October of 2017, Bob Murray told reporters that Trump, quote, has gone down that action plan, not because of me, but because of what they wanted to do. They cleared up about 1.5 pages of those 3.5 pages. Bob Murray, at the time of the interview, declined to provide media with a copy of the letter that he sent to the Trump administration. But what most Americans forget is that whenever you write a public official, including the President of the United States, that correspondence becomes a part of the public archive. A public archive that is accessible by the public. Of the many items Bob Murray requested in his letter were that the Clean Power Plan that President Obama enacted be eliminated, that the tax credit for windmills and solar panels also be eliminated, that the United States be withdrawn from the Paris Climate Accord, that ozone regulations and maximum energy levels also be removed, that the Department of Labor size be reduced, that the size of the Environmental Protection Agency also be reduced, that rules concerning cross-state pollution also be reversed, that rules concerning mine safety be reversed, and that members of the Tennessee Valley Authority Board be replaced, along with members of the National Labor Relations Board as well. This is Wilmington, a community in Southern California. During the course of his administration, Trump reversed more than 100 environmental protection rules. The rules he reversed course on impacted several areas, among them air pollution and emissions, as well as toxic substances and safety. Trump's deregulation impacted communities like this one significantly. Wilmington is made up of approximately 55,000 people and is primarily Latino. Wilmington is also significantly impacted by pollution emitted from the Phillips 66 oil refinery. Oil refineries make up more than 18% of Wilmington's total land area. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, more than 16 million pounds of toxic substances are pumped into the air here. Hydrogen cyanide, ammonia, and hydrogen sulfide among them. A study completed in 2017 as Trump rolled back EPA protections found that benzene emissions from 5 refineries in the Wilmington area were significantly undercounted, and the Phillips 66 plant by 2020 was emitting benzene at more than double its 2019 rate during the Trump administration. This resulted in accelerated health concerns, among them cancer, asthma, and a shortened lifespan. However, Wilmington is not alone. Welcome to Kenneth Hahn Park. Kenneth Hahn is situated between the Baldwin Hills community, which is located behind me, and the Inglewood oil fields. The Inglewood oil fields is a significant producer of gas and oil and is one of the largest urban oil fields in the United States. The Inglewood oil fields, like the refineries of Wilmington, produce benzene, methane, hydrogen sulfide, and nitrogen oxides, thereby impacting the health of those living in the nearby community. Regardless of the class position of those living in Wilmington or in Baldwin Hills, their close proximity to energy-producing industries place their health and lifespan at risk. For these Black and Latino communities, when the Supreme Court overturned the Chevron doctrine in June of 2024, the precarities these communities are exposed to became that much more pronounced. The impact from the Supreme Court case was so effective that lawyers from the Air Force fought an emergency order from the Environmental Protection Agency to clean up contaminated drinking water in Tucson, Arizona. 3 of the 6 conservative justices who overturned the Chevron doctrine are Trump appointees. Despite Trump's promises to bring back coal and Bob's action plan to ensure that the return of coal happened, more than 50 coal plants declared bankruptcy and closed while Trump was in office, causing thousands to lose their jobs. The state most impacted by this was Wyoming, who, despite their job losses and its resulting impacts on their families, Harriet Hagman, who ran against Liz Cheney and was supported by Trump, allowing her to win, stated this.
President Trump was an excellent president for the United States of America and especially for the state of Wyoming.
The Center for American Progress reports that during Trump's time in office, oil and gas companies were the preferred industries. While companies like Exxon received $5.9 billion in tax breaks, the industry as a whole was positioned to take in $190 billion in profits. In place of this, to make up for the tax breaks, Donald Trump cut funding for healthcare, schools, scientific research, and nutrition assistance programs across the United States. As for those who work in the coal industry in Wyoming, as well as several other states, many remain out of work. However, several, as Wyoming demonstrates, still support Trump, despite the impact of Trump's policies and Bob Murray's wish list in their lives. As for Bob Murray, Trump's preference for the oil and gas industry and their outsized donations perhaps cost him everything. In October of 2019, Murray Energy declared bankruptcy and needed DIP financing, a type of funding used to continue the operations of a struggling company. Not too soon thereafter, Bob Murray passed away from black lung disease. I'll see you next time. Peace.